Hello, all you amazing and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel, IStandAlone Gaming. And today we're going to be playing some more Cosmoteer. So with that being said, in the last episode, we made our new mining ship. And as you can tell, he is a little bit bigger than our old warship. So in the last episode, we got a lot of resources. And today we're probably going to be crafting a new warship. So with that being said, let's move a little bit closer to the station here. And we'll continue. And we shall start our rebuild. So I'm going to go ahead and rebuild it from scratch. I'm going to start from new, and we're going to go to our blueprint designer here. And we're pretty much just going to delete everything and start from new. Then once we're done building, I'm going to go ahead and take a tour through the ship, and I'll show you exactly what we've changed. We're going to get rid of a lot of our storage, and we're going to put on a lot more weapons. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we have completed our warship, and we have a lot of open space here, which is fine, but we can always add storage or something else later on. But for now, this is what we got. So in the front, we added a lot of point defense. Probably overdid it a little bit. Got a lot of shields. Again, probably overdid it a little bit. We got extra shields in front of the rail cannons here. Lots of power in order to power everything. Almost 3. We had 3 plate armor here in the front, or 3 blocks deep. I removed one of them to put the point defense. I feel like that's more beneficial than an extra layer. If they manage to get through that, they have 3 layers here that they have to get through. If they get through that, they have 3 and 4 layers here to get through, and the shields. So these shields perfectly line up right here. Oh, let's go ahead and follow our ship here. And you see what I mean right here. The shield sits perfect. So if they somehow blow this off, the shield will take over. Block this little weak point, I guess you could say. I have shields around the engines in the back. Only weak spot would be in the back here if they shoot us from behind. We have 6 altogether deck cannons. And it's more of a just in case they get in range, because over here we have 6 EMP missile launchers and 3 nukes, and I think the mixture of those two are pretty deadly. So we got 6 on this side, 6 on this side, and then we got 3 and 3 of the nukes, and that is all of our weapons. Decent amount of thrust. It's not a whole lot, but we did section off parts of the ship, so you could see that we got little segments, and I think this is a pretty decent build. We're gonna have to give it a test run to know for sure, but luckily we have a location just over. What is that? Don't mind me. So yeah, we have a location right over here, all level 15 ships. There's 3 of them all together, and if we can take them out pretty easily with this guy, I think we're pretty good to go and move on to the next solar system. So let's head on over here. There's one. We're going to head off to right here. Speed it up a little bit. Zoom in. Let's head down here and see what we got. All right, so we got a Roku's Revenge. We could probably take him out right now. Took out one section. We got all these EMPs. He's gone. One shot. I think the all the rail cannons went right through the side of the ship there. Just obliterated him. So let's see if these other guys notice. Oh, they definitely did. Let's go ahead and take out this guy, and then we'll take out this. Let's slow the speed down to 1. Took that out. And that one is down. So let's go turn around to the Ironclad. That is 2 level 15 ships down pretty quickly. This guy looks like a little bit more of a chunker. We might have to shoot through a lot of stuff here. He looks a little bit tougher. Maybe we could take a shot right through into the large reactor here. However, let's go ahead and repair real quick since it allows us for some reason. We're going to need to turn our ship around, and then we'll take out the Ironclad. We took out that reactor really quick. Fortunately, he took out one of our rail cannons there. Let's go ahead, zoom out a little bit, get our other ship. He's got all of our resources. We're definitely going to need a repair, so let's bring him down. Go back to our ship here. Focus on this guy. We have 2 rail cannons left. Rotate again. We have 1 rail cannon left. There we go, and we took him out. So unfortunately, he did do a decent amount of damage to our front end here. However, we are victorious in the end. We still would have had our deck cannons here. Somehow out of ammo. And we have all of these guys getting loaded up. We're definitely going to have to work on everything and get our storage sorted out so we don't have ammo over here and stuff like that. And I think once we get that settled, we should be in a lot better shape. So let's go ahead and get our guy over here, repair, and we'll travel to the next location. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so we are all set up and ready to go. I think we're going to go ahead and head to the next location, and that would be this one. So Compidus. We can say that. And it's going to be level 16 to 18, so let's go ahead and see what happens. So let's go ahead and hyper jump. Actually, I think we just have to click here. There we go. We need to transfer some fuel. We can do that. Let's go ahead and over here, transfer resources. There we go. All right, so after some exploring, I just needed to add power to these two on both sides. It is what it is. I forgot I don't have any power in with the cannons here. But the problem is now solved, and we can go ahead and engage. All right, let's go ahead and pause right away. Let's see where we are. A few locations around us. Looks like there is only 1 station. Actually, there's probably 4 stations, but this is the first station. So we have to go all the way through the solar system to figure out where we're going. So let's take it slow and steady. We are in a 16 to 18 area. If the beginning part is over here, I'm assuming over here is level 16, which means over here is either 17 or 18. I would not like to get in one of those fights right away. I would like to try to fight our ship at level 16 at first and work our way up. So let's take this slow and steady and see how far we can get. All right, so here we are at the level 16 base, and I eventually just decided to go all the way around. Reason being is I flew in right here, and there was a swarm of ships, and just didn't feel like going through that right off the bat. So we're gonna, we flew all the way around. We're at the base. We're gonna take all these missions that they have for us. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. Level 16, 17, and 18. Exploration, of course. We're not going to take those two just yet. And let's go ahead and see what we got. So we're going to go ahead and just leave our miner at this station. And we're going to take our warship and see what we can do. So first time fighting any level 16 ships, so it should be interesting to say the least. But let's go ahead and jump into it and see what happens. So we're going to head to this one first. I guess we'll see, we'll fight this guy first and see if we can take him out. Don't look fast enough. That's all right. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and slow down the camera or the game speed. Go to 0.5%. First time fighting a level 16, so got to see how it's going to work out. We got a bunch of EMPs. He's got 2 rail cannons. Got 2 ion emitters. He's got some pretty beefy defense right there. We should be able to punch through with our rail cannon. So he's got a bunch of reactors, but I feel like if we take these out, that'll be a lot of his shields and stuff gone. And then all we have to work on is the railguns. So we got our EMPs already launching. The nukes have a little bit less of a range, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and see where we can get into this. So if I am not mistaken, nukes are more close range. So let's go ahead to like right in this area. We will save this as our default right here. Now this means every time we do like a regular just right click, it'll go back to that attack pattern. And then we will rotate. Go back up to 1 speed. It's a little too slow for my liking. We'll rotate back. Why don't we have power here? We should be shooting no problem. Oh, we've even got some reactors in the back here. It's beefy boy. Took out one side. We got our nukes going off. We are taking care of their EMP missiles. Ooh, his rail cannon took care of one of ours, unfortunately. He's somehow getting enough of our power to shut down. He's doing pretty decent damage to our rail cannons here. We don't have enough power to maintain our shields, apparently, or so it seems. Maybe we could put in a level 3 generator here. But even with that being the case, it seems like we need more people up top here feeding power. Maybe we should put a large generator here. We could put a large generator here and make this open, and then they can all use that power on both sides. We did pretty good against a level 15 ship. And I wouldn't say we're going to lose this, but chances are pretty high. If he can keep blasting us with his rail cannon, we are not going to be in a good spot. So we do have nukes, and we do have a bunch of missiles, but we need people to get those missiles into place. yeah, so let's go ahead and see what happens. We got 3 nukes over here coming out. These guys do not have nukes available. Taking too long to load. So what we could do is escape. Give some more ammo supply down here. Our rail cannons have been taken care of. We're struggling very heavily. Don't know why our missiles are not loading. We have people delivering missiles. Does not seem to be doing enough. So, one thing, we're definitely going to have to change the power. Let's go ahead and load up our save, unfortunately. All right, so after some time and some trial and error, I decided to split my ships up. So, what I did is, if we go ahead and look over here, this is going to be our main tank, so to speak. He's going to be one drawing most of the fire, destroying a lot of the smaller ships, and taking the fire from the bigger ships. He's got 12 deck cannons. Very nice, but they're more for, I don't want to say for show, because they do damage. But the main reason we want this guy as a tank is so that this guy, which I think I'm going to make a second one of him once I get a little bit more fame and a little bit more people. We're going to create a second one of this. Very bland right now. I don't know what I could put in this empty space that would actually benefit the ship. It's actually very nice. It's got the ammo that it needs for the rail cannon. It's got all the crew that it needs. It doesn't really need anything else. So if you guys know what I should add in here, go ahead and leave me a comment, and maybe I'll add that. But with that being said, instead of going the shield route and wasting more people and crew and power and everything like that, I decided to put this little like wing in front of the engines. The reason I did this is because it should be able to fly backwards pretty well. As you can see, it moves pretty quick backwards as well. The reason being is because his cannons face forward, and obviously if we do end up drawing attention and he's getting fired upon, we could go and just reverse faster than this guy can hopefully catch up to us. At least that's the goal. However, if this guy has the attention of the bad guys, which generally seems to happen, he's a bigger ship, more armor, more shields, more survivability. For some reason, they like to target the more expensive or beefier ship. So with that being said, if they're targeting him, right, they're looking straight at him, we could go over here with this guy and literally take pot shots, typically from the side of the ship, and the side of the ship typically does not have shields, allowing this rail cannon to penetrate directly into the side of the ship. The old build wasn't bad. It was doing the job, but there was just so much carnage and wreckage by the end of the fight that it was almost not worth the effort. So taking the rail cannons out of the main ship, means that we do not have to fire directly into the front of the opposing ship, which is generally where all the shields are. So I think it definitely helps out. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys decide. And by that, I mean we're going to go and fight. So probably not going to fight this guy, but we're going to go head over here. And once we get here, I will see you guys there. All right, so here we are. We have a long spear who we just had trouble with. And if we go ahead and slow this down, I have this guy pushing him over to the right. So once he starts facing the main ship here, this will allow this guy to punch into the sides here and take out the reactors. So let's get a little bit closer, let them do their thing, and we'll start firing. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead, pull this all the way back to here. Save attack defaults. That way, every time we click, it'll be at that distance. So let's go ahead, start our rotation. So as you can see, he just shot right through this area, and it went and destroyed the reactors in the back here. So this is why I feel like this is more beneficial. And if I had a second one on the other side, even more so deadly. Since this guy is so focused on trying to take down our new hammerhead, he leaves himself literally vulnerable to any other shots. So one shot, even though we could have done the same thing with this guy, if we had the rail cannons on there, I don't feel like it's the same. Reason being is because you have to shoot through all this armor that they put in front. Most ships are built to take shots from the front. We kind of did the same concept when we made our master ship or mothership or whatever you want to call it. So now that we're taking or giving shots from the side, it's way more efficient in my opinion. So let's go ahead and select those. One thing that we do want to make sure when we're on this ship here, go ahead and make sure we hit fire at target. So all you have to do is select the part that you want to change, click down here, and fire at target. There are things I want to change over on this side as well. I forgot to change them earlier. So let's go ahead. If you double click on a area or a piece, it'll highlight all of those in that ship. So keep that in mind if you want to do like a quick little thing. We're going to change the deck cannons to alternating shots. I like it more. I mean, it does make more sense if you have a smaller ship and you're worried about stunning your crew a lot. I'd probably go with synchronized, just that way, because they'll be stunned a lot less. Less shots going off at intervening times. And then we're going to also change him to fire at target. We probably could leave him at fire at will, to be honest. Mainly because he's probably going to be just kind of bruising up on the front of the ship. But there's no reason why we can't have him attack certain things as well. So let's have him go here. Shift click. You can highlight a second area to attack. And we'll go from there. So he did take one or two rail cannons already in the front. It is some damage. It is what it is. Can't survive everything. But that one shot from our rail cannon actually destroyed his reactor here, and it's going to take out his rail cannons. If we go ahead and unpause the game, you can see that they're getting destroyed. And one of the cool things about this setup, at least for this fight in general, I would say I have only tried it on this fight so far. But if we go ahead and take out these guys, it will take out his back rail cannon as well. So let's go ahead. Nice and slow. There we go. You can see it went right through his ship. We're getting help from an Orion. Oh my lord. I do not want to fight that. However, oh god, that looks devastating. Just split him in half. Oh my lord. Anyway, if we can somehow survive long enough to get a shot in on the backside of the ship, it looks like he only has one cockpit. So, if we ever fight this guy and we can get some shots in from the back, I think we'll be okay. So it's a good thing that we're going to be making a second one, because by the time we're level 18, we should have a second one of those. Anyway, volume on the phone's down, and let's continue this little journey here. So yeah, he fucking just cut this dude right in half, and that's pretty amazing. But yeah, I was just trying to showcase my own abilities, and then this guy's like, nah, you know what? I'm going to steal the spotlight. But anyway, I think this setup is way better than what I was doing. Not that it was bad, it was just it would cause a lot more damage. I'd have to get through the front of the armor, whereas you could see that Orion guy just went through the side, and he's like, you know what? I'm just not going to worry about any of that stuff. So, let's go ahead and speed this back up. We're going to go and head to another mission, and we're going to mark that, and I'll see you guys at the next battle. Alright, moving on to the next mission. It looks like we have a Renegade Pack Bounty. This should be our time for the Hammerhead to shine, and he's got a bunch of deck cannons with alternating firing, so he should be a lot better. One thing I am going to look at, I think I never put in radars on this ship, so I'm going to have to go ahead and put in a radar in this ship, which is fine. It's good enough for now. We're just going to leave it as is. Once we complete this fight, we'll put those in. Reason being is it's supposed to have more range. We want it to have the visibility as well. So we're going to go ahead and break the Falcon off over here. I might rename that later, but that's what it is for now. Reminds me of the, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it peregrine? Anyway, that one bird that dives really fast. One shot, one kill, kind of, you know? So we're going to go ahead, let this guy go in, and he's going to fight the weaker ones, like the Wisp here. And we're going to go ahead and set his weapons to fire at will here. Reason being is because I want to be able to just select the ship and let them fire on their own. And this guy is going to fire at the heavier ships here. So why aren't you firing, sir? Fire. There we go. That big boy's down. We're going to have you move over here, and we're going to take on the Ballista. So let's have him come all the way over here while this guy's taking some shots. Unfortunately, he's literally being blocked by this ship in front of us. See if we can take out this other dude. There we go. He's down. All we have to worry about are the smaller ships. We'll have this guy take care of this one in the back. This guy pretty much obliterated the entire haymaker that was blocking his shots, so let's go for this one first. And here we go. So, we are targeting that. Let's go ahead and rotate. There we go. That one is down. That one is down. Now, we're definitely going to need to repair after this, but I think this went very well for what it was. They only destroyed the back part of the ship because they got behind us. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pause. We're going to have our miner, or well, the one with all of our resources, travel to our ship and then repair. Reason being is this guy doesn't have any repair materials for himself. He's strictly a warship. So as unfortunate as that is, and for some reason that guy's all the way over there, we're going to have to get more people. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and repair. There we go. All good. This guy didn't take any damage. That's the whole point. And we're going to have the miner go back to the base here. Actually, we could probably have the miner loot all this stuff, but yeah, you know what? We're going to, off screen, we're going to let the miner loot. We're going to have these two head to the next location. So I think it's working very well, though, and let me know what you think in the comments if this is a better strategy than trying to build one big ship. Although it was very challenging to do one big ship, it just didn't seem worth the effort. By that, I mean every time that there were issues that arise in combat, the price to repair was way more than it should have been, in my opinion, and, you know, it just is what it is. So I think this works way better. So we're going to stick with this for a while. I was eventually going to build more ships anyway because we were kind of running out of room. So it just kind of works out that the rail cannons on a secondary ship, especially one that doesn't get targeted as much, is way better. The rail cannons like to blow up and kind of take the ship with it. So all right, so here we are at the next mission. Let's go ahead and jump into here, see what we got. There we go. We got one person, unknown signal. Let's drop our hammerhead right here. Let's drop our falcon right here. Speed this up a little bit. Let them come to us. Looks like a slow ship, so this might be trouble. Let's go ahead and see what happens. I believe this one is a level 17 ship here, so let's go ahead and see if we can take out a level 17 ship with this setup. If not, we'll have to create another Falcon, in my opinion. Here he comes. And we have an Arbalest. There we go. However, he looks like he wants to go for this guy. Interesting. But let's go ahead and jump into this. If he goes for that guy, we're going to go ahead and take out this. And if not, we're going to go ahead about right there. He's going to take out this and this. All right. We should have a clear shot. Let's go ahead and rotate. There we go. Wow. Right through the ship. Took out everything. That's amazing. Definitely prefer having them as a support unit. So, we've got one reactor left. Pretty easy 17 ship, if I say so myself. All we got to do is take out the next reactor, and we should be perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and give it a quick second. Rotate again. Rotate again. There we go. And he is down. Let's go ahead and mark him as a wreck. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some repairs. We certainly can. It wasn't that much damage. And we are good to go. Let our people return to the ship. We'll worry about these guys a little bit later. All right, so let's go ahead. Come down this way, and we'll see if we can take out these guys real quick. Oh, actually, that'll be a quest a little bit later, so we'll do that a little bit later. Let's come down here to this next mission. All right, moving on to the next mission. So far, we've been pretty successful with almost everything we've come across, so let's go ahead and dive into this one. It looks like another Renegade Pack Bounty. We have 5 ships in total. They're going to be pretty tough. I want to say at least tier 12 or higher. So let's go ahead and move on up a little bit. I'm going to have this guy come over like this. Speed up just a little bit. Let them come closer. Slow it down. Slow it down. All right, so we got a first one is a tier 9. Let's go ahead and have this guy attack it. We're going to have this guy come in for the gun wing here. Just have him take out both the shield or reactors. Should be more than enough firepower to get through those shields. We're going to let this guy come up a little bit. Look like they are all level 9. Not too bad, not too bad. I thought it'd be a little bit worse, to be honest. Let's go ahead and get the rotation in. Took that guy out. No problem. We'll have him take out this guy now. Let's have our big boy take out this guy. We need you to rotate. That one is down. We'll have you come over here. Focus on this guy. Take you out now. Rotate. There we go. And that is all of them. So we did take some damage. I mean, that's to be expected. You can't go away unscathed. But for how many ships we just destroyed and how many ships were actually attacking our main ship here, we did pretty good. Only 200 and some iron. Not bad at all. I will take it. Before we were losing the rail cannons. We were losing shields. We were losing energy. It was just a mess when we only had one ship. Now that we have 2, it has been exceptionally better. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Our next mission is all the way over here. Actually, let's go up to this one first. And then we'll come down here. I'll see you guys when we make it there. All right, here we are at the next location. Another Renegade Pack Bounty. Let's go ahead and have our Falcon break off. Let's have this guy go straight in for the attack. We do have a guy behind us we'll have to keep an eye out on. But I think we'll be all right. So let's go ahead and see what happens. They are all focusing on the hammerhead, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. First one's a level 5. This should be no problem for just a hammerhead to take out with his cannons. Doesn't even have any shields. Should be really quick to get through him. There we go. Another 5. Shouldn't be too tough to get through him. There we have a 13. Another 5, another 5. Let's have you attack this guy. And another 13. So let's actually have you attack this guy in the back. We're going to have the hammerhead take on this level 5. Take him out. And then focus on this guy. That 13 is down. Let's have him take out this level 5. That 13 is down. Pretty good work. Pretty good work, if I do say so myself. And there we go. All of them are down. Pretty easy fight. This team setup is definitely better than the single ship setup. So, definitely preferable. Alright, so let's go ahead and mark these guys as a wreck. Get these guys out of here. This guy coming right for us? Yeah, you know better. With the progress we've been making with the 2 ships, definitely recommend getting 2 ships at this point. It's just so much easier to have them focus the bigger ship, which is essentially what this is all about. I don't know if it's based on cost or size, but they definitely focus this guy. And as long as they focus this guy is free to rain shots from above. So it's just working out very, very nicely. We're going to go ahead and return back to base. Maybe we can get a second Falcon right now. All right, so we went ahead and made a second rail cannon. And we renamed it to Peregrine, and Peregrine 2. So now we have one on each side. So no matter which way we decide to go with our mothership here, and whichever way they decide to attack us, we have a shot. So I really like this idea. I think it's going to work out really, really well. So let's go ahead and move our ships. We do not want the miner. However, everyone else should be moving. All right, we're pulling up on our last mission of this base, and we're going to dive right into it. He decided to come out of his area here and come right for us. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the battle. Let's go ahead. Let's slow it down right before he gets to us. And we are dealing with a level 16 Onager. At least that's how it sounds to me. He's clearly got some sort of ion prisms. Boatload of missiles. Are these nukes? Nope. High explosive missiles. Doesn't seem like he has much more going on. So this should actually be really easy of a fight for us. All we need is a hammerhead to soak up some of the damage here. And we're just basically going to have him fire down the center. Right there. Of course, autosave. Gonna have it fire right down the center here. We're gonna have both of our Peregrines come off to the side here, like so. If we could just, get it to work normal, that'd be fine. Right here. We're gonna have this one come off right here. Let's go ahead and let things persist. Firing at will. Luckily, he's got a boatload of point defense. I don't know if we'll stop all of them. It looks like we will, as long as we can keep the energy flowing. So we got the Paragon over here. Look how vulnerable this large reactor core is. So clearly, we're going to go ahead and shoot for that. Boom. This one's not really in spot yet, but we could probably lay off a shot. But we're going to go ahead and start with this guy first. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. 2 shots in, and he's done for. Very easy fight. Was not expecting that one to be difficult. I saw how the reactors were sitting right there up in the open. We did run out of energy on some of our point defense, but we only needed 24 in minor repairs. Very, very easy. Let everything get its energy back. We'll mark this as a wreck, and that is this base's missions. So let's go ahead and turn this mission in. Head back, turn the mission in. Let this guy loot up a little bit, and we'll see where we're going from there. All right, so one of the station missions we have is to contact this location. So we're going to go ahead and drive up here, fly up here, whatever you want to call it, and then we're going to rescue Tulenipipipe. Oh, God. Try pronouncing this shit. Tulenipples Station. Sure. Anyway, we're going to fly up here, discover this area, and then we're going to go and rescue this station. All right, so here we are. We found the first station. Contact Pomoguro Station. So let's go ahead and contact these guys after running directly into the station. Going to go ahead and turn this in. We're not going to take these bounties just yet because we're going to go ahead and rescue this other location first. So let's go ahead, have our hammerhead go right up here and go this way. So we're going to go ahead up to this location, rescue this station. Once we get up into this location, I will pull you guys back in and we'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, we're pulling up on the station here. Go ahead and speed this up. We got 2 ships, it looks like. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Send the hammerhead directly in. Send this guy over here. Send this guy right here. Ooh, and this guy is a tough guy. Ooh, the station is pretty much defeated already. Wow. Yeah, this guy is really tough. I fought one already. And he's tough in the sense that if you have one ship and you're going straight for him, he obliterated the armor on my hammerhead. If we can get shots off quick enough, we should be okay. And I have not fought this guy before, but he looks like a handful. He's got a lot of flat cannons, high explosives, obviously the prisms, more flat cannons. It kind of looks like an airplane. He's definitely got a neat little look going to him. He's got more missiles in the back. Wow. Interesting. He's got more missiles behind his wings. So he's got a boatload of missiles and a prism. So this guy is pretty tough. We're going to try to stay away while our Falcons pick off his reactors. There we go. 1 reactor down. Hopefully it took care of the prisms as well. We're going to have this guy come over here. It did take care of a lot of the prisms, but as you can see, he's already buried himself inside our front end here. So yeah, very tough guy. He does a lot of damage output pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and take on the reactor back here. Slow it down to half speed. There we go. Took out the rest of his weapons, it seems. We're going to go ahead and face this guy and pull back as well. And we're going to have you take out this other reactor. All we got to do is face this direction. Let our other ship cross. Rotate back. That reactor is now down. We're going to have you turn around, take out this reactor, and then you're going to start working on this guy. So our main ship is still taking the brunt of the damage. He's getting heavily beaten down. He's got a lot of prisms here. It looks like we failed to obtain or save the I don't know. It's still there. So apparently we saved it in time. But yeah, it's clearly split in half. So we shall see if we still get credit for it. So let's go ahead and slow this down. Let's have this guy turn in. Actually, you know what? Let's come back this way. Hopefully our main ship will survive long enough. Looks like he's trying to take out our cockpits, and he's actually very close to doing so. So hopefully we can get a shot in here before he does so. And there we go. He took out his main weapons just like that. Pretty sure our hammerhead is incapacitated, unfortunately. However, we took him out, so we are good to go. We will need a heavy duty repair, and we're going to have to go ahead and bring in our miner for that. So we're going to go ahead, grab our miner, have him travel to the station, and then we're going to go ahead and get our repair done. So let's go ahead and I'll get the repair done, and I'll see you guys right after that, and we'll see if we completed the mission. All right, so got the miner over here. We repaired our ship. We did manage to save the station. So, I mean, we'll take what we can get, I guess. I don't know if both halves are working or if just one half is working. I don't really know. But we did get the quest completion, and we can still conversate with the station here. So, I mean, clearly we somehow saved it. Not going to complain. But everything is working out. So those guys were pretty tough, and we're definitely going to need some more people, I think. So let's head up here. Let's grab some of our peeps. We're down almost 100 people, so we're going to need to definitely work on these things. So we're going to go ahead and get our people back. We're going to go ahead and probably mine some of this stuff because we just had a hefty repair, if I could speak today. And hopefully that'll be enough to reimburse us for that damage. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so we repaired our ship. We successfully rescued the base, even though it's a little beat up, as you can see. I think it's pretty cool that they even show you that in the when you can't actually see the space. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool that they show that, even if you can't see the station itself or you're within range. We got a nice little fleet going. I think that's pretty cool. It's working out pretty good, I think, in our best interest for sure. Hammerhead's been taking a lot of beatings, but it's almost necessary for the Paragons to do their damage. So, very nice. It's been working. I picked up all of the quests and missions that we were going to need. However, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. So in the next episode, we're definitely going to go ahead and do all of these missions. Maybe explore some of these locations. But with that being said, I think this is a good place to stop for this episode. So if you enjoyed this video or if you learned something, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content of Cosmoteer or just content that I make in general, subscribe to my channel. But with that being said, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.